Okay, welcome back one more time. All right, so we're going to talk Group F first of all. Real Madrid at home against Shakhtar Donetsk. 2-1 the final score for Real Madrid. Let's jump through the goals in this one. First one came courtesy of Rodrigo. Thierry.
Yes, he got a bit lucky there because he's going to get the ball back, but the goalkeeper has to do way better than that. I don't know what he's anticipating. You clearly can see that's where Rodrigo is going to strike the ball. And then another front three. That's not doing badly. Obviously, we all know that they are the champions. Benzema back to Rodrigo and Vinicius. And he did this little dancing after. You can dance.
Yes.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I just said yes.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, my earpieces. Okay, so let's talk about Group G. But just by the way, obviously you can see.
So they haven't even showed the Shakhtar's goal. I felt that's a little bit disrespectful to Shakhtar's fan because they deserve to see their highlights, right? Regarding Real Madrid's first goal, Rodrigo's goal, I felt that it shows that Rodrigo is different beast in Champions League. Yeah, we can say the goalie could do better, but we don't care. I mean, as long as we score, we are good. That's all that matters. The second goal is a literal definition of a beautiful team goal. What a combination of all three different players. Benzema, Rodrigo, and Vinicius. And Vinicius, what a cool finish. Like, this is a finish that I would not expect him to do it in like 2 years ago when we wanted him to finish these chances. Against Osasuna, we were missing this kind of link up, the build up, and the combination between all our attackers and midfielders. And today, oh my god, at times the play we're playing, it was like so scintillating. So as CBS Sports doesn't cover much about Real Madrid because Real Madrid doesn't have big fan base like, mighty Man City. They have a huge fan base. So they talk about a lot about Man City, like twice I think. And PSG like 3 times, like 3 different times. So let's react to ESPN. I think they had better coverage than CBS Sports.
Just junior enough to see Real Madrid take all 3 points with a 2-1 victory over Shakhtar Donetsk at the Santiago Bernabeu. That stretches their lead at the top of the group. They are perfect. 3 wins after 3 games, the defending champions.
So look at this test. 36 shots. You're not even kidding me. 36 shots. And how many goals we scored? Just 2. I can explain like how come we were not finishing those chances. Like this could be one of the match that easily Real Madrid could score 8 goals or 7 goals. Not only Real Madrid had 36 shots, 14 shots on target. That's crazy. Like that's how dominant Real Madrid was. But unfortunately, the goal was only 2.
Ali, Real Madrid looked to be cruising in this game when they were 2-0 up. What happened?
I suppose it was all too easy all the time for Real Madrid. And while it became 2-1, when Sufko scores a great goal, by the way, what a finish that was from him.
We can say the goal Shakhtar scored was a beautiful goal. At the same time, in our perspective, or Real Madrid's perspective, I felt Alaba didn't react enough. He didn't anticipate early to react. As a result, Real Madrid conceded the goal. Also, if Courtois would be on the goal, he could save it because the pace of the ball wasn't fast enough.
You're thinking, how is this game 2-1? How is it possible that the difference between these 2 teams is just 1 goal? Because Real Madrid, they had something like 35 or 36 attempts on goal. To be honest with you, it felt like it was 1,000 attempts on goal. They had chance after chance after chance. You can make the argument that Vinicius should have had a hat-trick, that Benzema should have had a hat-trick, and no exception.
Literally, I could not have said better than LA. Like, I agree that Vinicius could have easily won hat-trick. Not only that, I thought he could have easily 4 goals today. For Benzema, I don't think he could have scored hat-trick with the chances he got because all the chances Benzema got wasn't as clear-cut as like Vinicius. And today Real Madrid was so dominant, especially at first half, that like Real Madrid was playing a like high school team. They were literally toying Shakhtar at first half. Like it was so easy. Like how it was unbelievable that Real Madrid did not score 5 goals just in first half.
Exaggeration when I tell you that Real Madrid easily, on an average day, should have won this game 6-7-1. If it was that kind of game for Real Madrid, you thinking that after they scored the second goal, which by the way, let me tell you something about that second goal. The combination between Benzema, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and back to Vinicius, that was some kind of special. That was some kind of delicious there from Real Madrid. And if they're able to recreate that with some sort of consistency, This three playing together, they're going to be fun to watch. Regardless, they score the second goal, and you're thinking, okay, well, of course it's going to be more than this. It's just a matter of how many. And then it wasn't, and it became unnecessarily stressful for Real Madrid.
Also, tactically, I saw something totally different. Even though Rodrigo started as a right winger, he didn't play as a right winger. He played behind Benzema and Vinicius, kind of like a false nine behind them. It was totally different way he was playing than before. And to be fair, that tactics really worked well because we were creating lots of chances, and the link up between all front three and Valverde and Tchouaméni and Cruz was fantastic. As you can see in the heat map, like his position was mostly on the center, not on the right side. Also, another tactical difference that I noticed today was that Valverde was not just playing as center midfield, he was also playing as like an extra right winger. So he was playing two roles. And as you saw today, Valverde is totally different beast at midfield. Also, Tchouaméni and Cruz was phenomenal at midfield today. What I liked about Tchouaméni is that he's direct. Whenever he gets the ball, all vertical pass, no horizontal pass. Because of his vertical play style, Real Madrid creates chances faster.
But I suppose at the end of the day, Jules, it's 3 more points and it just kind of takes the drama out of qualifying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. And they can qualify now in the next game when they would travel to Poland to play against Shakhtar. And I think that's what Carlo wanted, to be through already with 2 games to go, and then you can rotate, you can rest some players. I guess if you look at the...
So I totally agree with Jules that if we win next game, we're qualified. So we can rotate all other players and do different combination, and we can save our players for La Liga, which should be our priority because we are not in the knockout stage in Champions League yet. So we can do different combination and different play style and all kind of experiments.
Game tonight, maybe you're a little bit worried, a little bit concerned about the lack of efficiency.
So I'm not worried. Neither I'm concerned about the finishing. Yes, it's not the ideal not to finish those chances that Real Madrid has created. But if you compare today's performance with last La Liga match against Osasuna, there's a gigantic improvement. That was chance creation. That was we were struggling last match. We weren't creating a lot of chances. We were struggling. And today, that's not the case.
With all the chances they created, not to have been able to score 3, 4, 5 goals, which in a way we saw a little bit against Osasuna, not just on the penalty that Benzema missed at the weekend, but that maybe they were not clinical enough in front of goal. But apart from that, you take the win and then you already move on, obviously, towards the weekend, and then having the Clásico at the back of your mind somewhere.
So yeah, I think there's no comparison between the match against Osasuna or today's performance. No comparison whatsoever. Today, we have a lot of reasons to be optimistic about. Sometimes the score doesn't show the exact performance of the match. On another day, we could easily score 7, 8 goals. So now if you ask, what's the positives today? Benzema's form was a little bit concerning to me. Today, what a game from Benzema. He was everywhere, literally. Like, he created lots of chances, if not 5 or 6 chances, if I'm not mistaken. And he was doing link up with Rodrigo and Vinicius, and that was missing. As I said in my last video, that getting Benzema's form is crucial. Yes, he didn't get the goal, but that will come eventually. Also, Rodrigo is man of the match, deservedly so. Vinicius was fantastic other than finishing. But again, there's a thing to improve, and he'll improve eventually. So result was not the ideal result. We could score more, but it doesn't matter. A win is a win for me. As long as we win and we play good, I'm good. If we keep playing like the way we played at first half, this season will be another success for Real Madrid.